Hello and welcome to this edition of INside HCISD, where you'll always get update coverage on what's going on in the district. I'm Camryn Hill, a senior from Harlingen South. We have lots to cover, so let's get started. The Harlingen School of Health Professions is a school full of talent and was recently ranked in the top 100 schools in Texas by the U.S. News Report. Mrs. Tina Garza, the principal of HSHP, explains her gratitude and the future of HSHP. Here's Lucas Armijo with the story.
Harlingen School of Health Professions was ranked top 100 high schools in Texas by the U.S. News and World Report. All schools were ranked off of their performance on state assessments and their formula that helps guide the student to prepare for college. Ms. Tina Garza, the principal of HSHP, is grateful for this accomplishment.
I think it is a huge testimonial to our teachers and our students. I mean, this was in the midst of the pandemic, and so even though we were faced with those challenging times, our students were still able to knock it out and perform at the top. And so we're very proud of them for persevering through that difficult challenge in their time.
This hasn't been the first accomplishment HSHP has received. In the previous years, HSHP was ranked 99th in the top 100, and they have moved up in the ranks and are now 84th in the top 100 high schools in Texas. HSHP plans to continue their partnership with UTRGV. They also plan to expand their dual credit opportunities for their students. When HSHP first started, their main focus was on their 6 schools of studies, and since then, they have made more expansions and progress. They are reaching the demands for the present and future of the medical community. HSHP is making sure that our medical future is bright and is in good hands. This has been Lucas Armijo reporting for INside HCISD.
Harlingen CISD began issuing cards for transportation services this past semester. It's super easy to do. Students scan the card on the Zonar Z-Pass devices installed in school buses, and students are good to go. The bus cards are for students utilizing transportation services and for easy identification of students on the bus. Here's more on that story. HCISD recently implemented a new system to keep track of students who ride the bus. Zonar was implemented last year and is being used now that kids have returned from online learning. The bus cards are used by elementary students who ride the bus to and from school.
Well, Zonar was a software program that we installed last year. We actually implemented last year. It is student bus ridership bus cards. What it does, it activates once the student gets on the bus. It gives us the time that he got on the bus, the location where he got on the bus, and then when he exits the bus, it's the same thing. You know, the time that he gets off the bus and the location where he got off the bus.
Zonar bus cards keep track of all students who scan their card on the bus so that administrators can see when students are getting on and off the bus. The bus cards are being used to keep a list of the time and location that students are getting on and off the bus. HCISD can use this in case anything were to happen to the students on the bus.
The most important thing is it's gonna keep a track of the students on the bus. You know, in case we get a call from a concerned parent or staff member, you know, that want to know if a certain student got on the bus, we can actually go into the system and see if that student was actually on the bus. And then on heavens forbid we do have an accident, but we have a list of students on the bus, and we can get that to the proper administrator, and so they can make those calls to the parents to let them know that an accident occurred involving their child.
HCISD is being proactive in making sure that no student is left behind. Reporting for INside HCISD, this is Camryn Hill. This past Thanksgiving, a few of the Harlingen South Southern Stars were picked to perform in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Alexis Uskanga highlighted the girls.
Last November, a select number of the senior, junior, sophomore, and freshman award-winning Harlingen Southern Stars were invited to participate in the annual Thanksgiving Macy's Parade in New York City. The Southern Stars joined the Rockettes in a dance and walkthrough of New York City as the parade went on. The show was broadcasted live on national news with NBC Network. The Stars not only represented Harlingen, but the Rio Grande Valley as a whole while on the Big Apple, touring Manhattan and what New York had to offer altogether for the Thanksgiving week. Our district is very proud of our Southern Stars for their dedication and excellence to the art of dance. Reporting for INside HCISD, this has been Alexis Uskanga.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of Inside HCISD. I'm Camryn Hill. Have a great day.